Tokyo. Tokyo is in Japan. And one more div I am going to mention, that is like inside this relative, that is like class is equal to some kind of absolute absolute and absolute class and here in this I am going to mention some issue. issue. So yeah, so for these two I am going to mention the styles actually. Style tag, the head, relative relative class. Okay, relative class. Here I am going to mention first position and I am giving some relative and here I am giving some kind of yeah, position relative and width some 400 pixel and height some 200 pixel. Okay. And border some kind of 3 pixel solid some tomato. This border I give. Okay, position, width and height. Okay, and one more thing is like this is about relative class. So if we are going to see this one in the HTML procs, I am having here CSS3 4, right? We are now CSS4 examples. Example CSS4 open with default Chrome. So you will be finding that here actually default position is titled to the nearest position ancestor. So Tokyo is in Japan. Japan is in Asia. But this one is this one for this we have assigned a class and we give the position as relative and width I have given 400 pixel, height I give 200 pixel and border I gave some tomato like that. So for us mainly if you see inside, if I inspect and see I can find like we can inspect I see we can inspect and see like here it is a relative class. I'm a relative class. Here I will be having 400 pixel height, width and 200 pixel height. Now I want to give the position for the absolute class for the absolute. So it is like this absolute class. Here I am going to mention first position. I am going to give absolute. Okay, and I am going to give some top, some kind of some 100 pixel, and I am going to give like right some 10 pixel, and also I am going to mention some width. I am going to give some 200 pixel. Okay, height. I am going to give some 80 pixel. 80 pixel and border. I am going to mention some 3 pixel and solid and light green. Okay. Okay. So if I see now this positioning, you can find like that is like within the Tokyo. This is the Japan is in Asia, and the position is absolute. Means the whatever the position of the relative, the absolute will take the very nearest ancestor, and it will align its div. For example, here I have given top as 100, and if we see here, this will be taking the top value as 100. Means up to from this point to this point, it will take the 100 pixel, and it will take the right is something like here 10 pixel width, and it will take the width is 200 pixel, and it will take like height, it is some 80 pixel. Yeah, so this top and the right, whatever the features we have mentioned, that it will take from the ancestor or prior div parameters. Prior div parameters it will take, and it will arrange the div on top of the on top of the div, one div on top of the other. Okay, so likewise it will happen actually. That is about absolute class. Okay, and we have one more is like sticky position is sticky. That is yeah, position is sticky, but I think it will be working. Yeah, I'll show one thing here. Position is sticky, but yeah. Uh, bottom. Okay, one second. Then it will like I will take a this absolute class. Whatever we have to show, I am going to give some div, and here I am going to mention DI video, and I am going to give here some class, and I am going to use like sticky class. Okay. So now I will be finding that sticky class, and I am going to mention the position for this. So yeah, I mean sticky class. Okay, so in this position, I am going to mention like sticky, and one more is like top. Top means in the top I have to give some zero pixel, means it should be always available in the top, and in the padding I am going to mention some 5 pixel, and in the background color I want to mention some take some light blue or something. So once you are done this, you can refresh and see this one, no, this one here. So I will take this out, and I will mention absolute. Yeah, yeah, and also yeah, this is uh, not it. We will take one more position to the down, so to make it scrollable. So once it is done, I have got it. See, though I am scrolling, you can find the absolute value as sticky. Means that value, that div is available always in the top. Okay, that's the sticky nature of our div. Okay, so that's a sticky class, and one more position we have, that is I mean, yeah, it will be one more thing is like position absolute and also image z index -1. Okay, that what does that mean is once if you are mentioning the position, this z index property is one of the important property in CSS. It will, yeah, sorry. This z index will specify the stack order of an element, and which stack order of an element, which element should be placed behind, means it will be mentioning the position of the element. It will mention the position of the element, and where that text should be available. So let us think I have one div, but I am going to give that position as some -1, and top and left as some 0, then position as absolute. So it will be available to the at the top only. It will be available to the top only. Likewise also, you can able to I mean it. You can able to put one uh, you know, div on top of the screen. So let us think I have one navbar here. Some not navbar. Let us think I have one div here, and I am going to give some class here, and I am going to give some z-index class here. I want to mention like some div inside, not a div, take some para for simplicity. Just take a para. So here I am going to use like some z-index is z-index is used to specify order of an element element uh, which can be placed in front or behind now pause. Okay, so it can be placed in front or behind the text or text. Okay, let us think it's text for now. So for this z-index, I just want to mention z-index value dot z-index class, and I am going to use some position absolute and some top. I'm going to give some 0 pixel, and left I'm going to give some 0 pixel, and z index I should give some -1, means it will be available to the top alone. Okay, here I am finding like this z index is there, right? It will be available here if you see. Yeah, this one. It will be in the back of this absolute. I will do one thing. I will make it to stick it for top. I will make it some no, some 10 pixel, 10 pixel. So you will find that text. Yeah. Okay. Some 20 pixel. Now you can find that value here. So now if I am going to make this as a multiple, so let us think I have some multiple, and I am going to check here. here the position, whatever it is there is fixed, but this whatever the value here it is there, right? This z index value, it will be available to the back of the text, and means it will be available in the back of the text all the time. It will specify the order of the element, whether it should be placed I mean front or back, likewise. Okay, and yeah, that's about that. And one more thing is like we saw absolute, and also we should see one more thing, that is fixed one. We should see one more thing, that is fixed positioning. This fixed positioning is related to the port, whatever the view we are opening, which means it always stays in the same page if the I mean if we are scrolling also, that position will be same. Okay, that position will be same. It won't be changed. It won't be changing in future. For example, if I take like I mean if I scroll also if I scroll also, that page, that div won't be changing its position. That position is fixed. So that kind of positioning is known as fixed positioning. So let us take like a fixed class, and I am going to give here some details about this. Let us take some text here. I am in fixed position. Okay, so for this fixed position, I am going to write here one fixed class. Fixed class here. I want to give some first. What I want to give position fixed, and one more thing is like bottom. I want to mention this in the bottom. Okay, some 0 pixel, and I want to give here some right, some kind of 0 pixel, and also I want to give some width, some 300 pixel, and also I want to give border, some kind of 3 pixel solid. Now I am giving some tomato. Okay, so now you will be finding this. I am in the fixed position. Here I will be finding this. I am in fixed position, and even though I am scrolling, that position will be same. Okay, that position will be same. For example, if I shrink this also, you can find like the position is fixed here. It's always available to the user. So in these cases, like if you want to mention a header, or if you want to mention a footer, at those points of time you can mention the position as fixed, and you can use that in your web page. Okay, okay, and that's the advantage of fixed positioning. And already we saw float and all, we saw image, and we saw some drop downs we saw. I think okay, then how that is, that's okay. Attributes and forms, forms we saw like what's the 100% forms also, while including equal to text. Yeah, we'll see one more example, that is like forms. For forms, how can you design actually? So up to now we saw about the positioning of how to position in the for this. So how to position the divs and all. One we saw like fixed, one we saw like sticky, and one we saw for the static, and also we saw for relative, absolute, this and also fixed. So these are the different classes we saw after, and also we saw jet index, how to make a text. I mean uh, to align to be at the center of the page, or it should be available on top of the page to to specify the positioning. Okay, so now we are going to see like forms related css. How can we mention forms related css? So here it is. So let us think I have here one form here. Okay, I have a form here. So in this form I am going to give some input value, and for I am going to give some first name, and here I am going to mention first, and I am going to mention name, and here I am giving some input, and here I am going to give some sorry, I will make this as a label, uh, label. Here also I will be mentioning that as label, and I am giving some input value here, and type I am going to mention some text. Okay, and ID, and I am going to give some f name, and name I am going to give some f name. So that's about one label, and if I see this one, now I can save this, and I can view this by clicking here. So I will be finding that at the bottom. Let me give some break here so that it will be aligned to down. Okay. Here I will be mentioning like some label. Here I am giving some form example. Okay. To give some I will mention this break more time. Break one more time. So for this text, whatever it is there, I want to give some style for this text box. How can I give a style for a text box? Not for the this one. I want to give a style for the text box only. So at that point of time, I want to give some input, and I have to mention the type equal to some text. Input. What is the input here? Input is nothing but it will specify the input tags in my in my total body. So in my total body I have input tag only here, and also type what the type of that input box is text. So that's what I am mentioning here. Input type equal to some text. Inside that I am going to give some width as some 100%, and also I am going to give some padding as some 12 pixel, and also some 12 pixel and some 15 pixel. Else you can mention with the 12 pixel, that's enough. And I can use some margin. I just want to mention some margin, some 8 pixel. Okay, okay. Margin as 8 pixel. Yeah, can find difference. You can find the difference as first name. The width is actually 100%. So I can regulate this with or I can do some positioning for that. So I can give like here the first name as like that, and 1 second I will give some breaks because that is it is overriding with the okay. So now I can find this first name having a text value. So for this text box, if I want to specify, if I want to specify the a particular style, then I can go for then I can go for input type equal to text and width 70% and margin 8%. Okay, padding 12%. Okay, and here yeah, and also yeah, this is the thing. And one more thing is that's about how we can do styles for the input box, and also here one second. Okay, I can give some border radius also for this. That for this input, I can give some border radius, some kind of 5 pixel. 5 pixel I can mention. So you can find the border radius. You can find the slight curves here. If you see, that is called as border radius. So if for more specification, I will mention 15 pixel. So yeah, you can find that that corners at the end of the text box, that is called as border radius. So I have given so that like that also we can change the border, and also you can give like border some kind of 5 pixel and solid. I can give some uh, light green or something can mention, and can find that light green value here. Yeah. Like that you can give css for a you can like this you can use css for your own text box also, text also. Okay, that's about forms and positioning, forms and positioning, and yeah, and we saw about this I mean ULLI related styles, and the list style type, that and all we saw. And we saw about float also, float left and float right earlier. In inline blocks we saw sudo div and then calling a div class, that and all we saw means one more time I will mention. So if I and that's what suppose if I click on one link, it will change its color. I think we saw that point earlier, but one more time I will repeat. One more time I will repeat without any problem. So let us take one more div here. Let me take a div here. Yeah, with some kind of okay, mouse mouse over mouse over the div mouse over the div element, mouse over the div element to change background color. So once the person has moved his cursor on top of the mouse, this div should be changing to some other color. Okay, yeah, this is I will put this in a para. Yeah, there. I will put this in one div, and here I will be mentioning the styles for this div. So let me take the class for this. So already we have many divs, that's why I will take one class here, like hover class. So once I am going for this here, since it is a class, I want to mention with dot hover class. In this hover class, I have to mention background color, some kind of green, and I'm going to mention the color. Um, Color is some black, and I'm going to mention some padding. Padding is some kind of some 5 pixel I give. Let us think I give some 5 pixel. Margin also I give some 5 pixel, and yeah, text align I give it some center. Okay, center. So yeah, here one more thing is like I am going to mention hover class colon hover. So hover, if I mention hover, and here I have to give some background color. I want to change from the blue violet. Okay. So let me save this one. I saved this example, and now I can see like this div is there here, and since it is not div straight away, I think I should mention here hover, and I should refresh this one. Yeah. Now if I just moved on top of the on top of the div, I will be finding the different color. So this kind of styling is called as pseudo class kind of styling, pseudo classes. Pseudo this class is called hover class is called pseudo class. This is our class, but this class is called hover class is called pseudo class. Pseudo class means, okay, I will write so PSEUDO class. Pseudo class. Okay. Over here pseudo class. Likewise, you can create your own pseudo classes. Okay. And we have apart of that, we have like first yeah. So if I want to give, I have, let us think, I have here one div. That div is like a sticky div, and I have a para here, and one more para. Let me take here inside here only, and I just want to give here like second para in the page. Okay. So if I see my basic here, I can find like I am second para in the page, and also absolute is there here. Okay. So I just want to give the first para alone some text. Okay, some color for the first para alone means only this is my first para. Absolute is position nearest to the position ancestral. So I want to mention only style for that alone. So at that point of time, I should go for some p colon first child, and here I can give like color, and it is some kind of brown I give. Okay, so once I see here, yeah, since it is z index is coming from the bottom, so it is a z index. Yeah, here it is picking this para because this Z index positioning is like zero and I mean left is 0 and top is some 20 pixel. The first para it is reading is this one. So if this is not there, this Z index is, let us think this if the Z index is not there at this point, you can find the position. 1 second. 1 second. I think should give some data. Somewhere it is okay, fine. It's spoiled. Okay, fine. That's about first child. So in the first child, you can get whatever the first para is rendering. That para will be displayed with a different style, whatever we are mentioning. Okay. That's about first child, and this is also we call as a pseudo class only. Pseudo class only, and yeah. Yeah, and let us think in this first child, or I mean, okay, fine. That's about pseudo class. Yeah. So these are the different CSS properties. You can see actually. We saw like that very first initial point. We saw like select